Amazing. Welcome in. Today we have a special treat of a rip for you guys today. We are going to do a bit of a retail challenge. We have two blaster value boxes against one mega box. I don't have the stomach to get into hobby box ripping at the prices they are at and were at drop, currently are and at drop. So what better than to just rip retail? And I'm lucky enough to live down the street from a card vault, which has a partnership with Topps in that the retail products stay at MSRP pricing, which means that these were still $45 days after launch for me, as long as they're in stock, and megas were $85. You may be asking yourself, Rob, Smart Rip Society, why wouldn't you just sell the boxes on the secondary market? And to that I say, because I, one, have no self-control, and two, because it's just better for the hobby if people are just getting it and ripping it. Forcing people to buy it on the secondary market is not fun to me. And I don't enjoy that. I'd rather just rip and then sell the cards for singles that people actually want versus making them go through the lottery here. But if you want the lottery, you can absolutely pay the extended prices or the secondary market prices at a lot of card shops to get that. So we're going to start here. We're going to have a little bit of a challenge. Two value boxes versus one mega box. We'll see who wins. Ideally looking to get two decent cards here from each set just to kind of have a comparison. I'll bring out more stands if we need them. Hopefully we do. So without further ado, we'll rip into our first value, then rip the mega. Hope the mega jumps the values. Or we'll do a couple of the value packs, or excuse me, mega packs, and see what happens. But yeah, we'll get into it with Igor Demon, Cam Johnson. Try to throw these off here. Julius Randle getting inserts in the year 2026 is a little bit strange to me, but here we are anyways. And Cade Cunningham. Of course, we have, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs to get through. For each of these, Nolan Traore, so right off the bat, two Nets rookies. Bradley Beal, Vince Carter, go time. The second time I've pulled this specific insert, actually. And Shaden Sharp. So as you would expect, nothing major from the first two packs. Could continue. We're going to get our first red, white, and blue there, which is nice. Yannick Conan Niederheiser. I am a Penn Stater, so it's always nice pulling some fellow Nittany Lions. Our first guy since like Lamar Stevens, who ended up playing for the Cavs for a little bit, to be in the pros here. Let's do a little sweat on the team. Looks like Suns, could be Book, could be Kobe Brea. Always nice to get a rookie there. So for now, a rookie parallel is going to be the number one thing in Mr. 83-point himself, Bam Adebayo, to round that out. Question for you guys. I am someone who likes to fan through and see what I'm going to get. Do you guys like the sweat? I like the anticipation of knowing something's coming there. But I am curious, I know there are definitely people who don't like to do that and they just like to pull it and be surprised. DeJounte Murray, it's a really nice photo for him there. But I think it's a little bit torn in the hobby of what is maybe not the right approach, but what is the preferred approach? What do people like to do here? Jeremiah Fears, a good rookie. Probably a top 5 rookie to pull out of this set. Maybe 6th or 7th. He was going to be, Zach Edey on the refractor. And then we'll end with Zach LaVine base. So really nothing in this value box. It would make megas pretty simple to beat if you got one con X-Fractor at this point. Makes me think we may have to rip into the second value here first, just to get a little sweat going. The refractor of Nick Claxton, net legend, really. I don't know if you can call him a legend with how little they accomplished, but he's there for so long. I'm not mad about it. Wouldn't be mad about calling him that. All right, looks like, is that the Clutch Gene insert? Dirk Nowitzki. Zubats. No, it's black. Oh, wow. All right, so that is a sweat. This is black to what, 10? Black to 10. This looks, is this Buzelis? Matas Buzelis, 2 to 10. That's the basketball. It looks like the basketball black refractor. That's, I've only ever pulled, I pulled an out of 5. Some catcher, Kyle Shiga show or something for the Astros, maybe wherever he plays. And I've pulled a Romelu Lukaku to 10 Black Mini Diamond. This is the 3rd card to 10 in the double digits here I've ever pulled or better. That's an incredible pull, and I'm gonna say values. Got a pretty insurmountable lead here to start. And that means we're gonna have to jump into the mega box. Wow, I mean, I'm a little bit speechless. You know, whenever you pull something that low numbered, I'm gonna have to take this off screen to open it so I don't keep dinging the camera. But anytime you pull something that low numbered from value, it is a monster win, as I'm sure you guys are all aware, because it doesn't happen very often. So we're gonna have to see here if Mega can take the lead, and ideally they do. Honestly, one Cooper refractor, X-Fractor, etc. X-Fractor is going for about $100, it seems like, on the secondary market, or a secondary market on eBay. That the refractors themselves are going for about $200. So very interesting refractor. True refractor is going for more, about twice as much as the X-Fractors there. And now I'm going to create a separate pile on the other side. I'm not usually ripping this from the other side, but we'll go for it. There we go, Stratospheric Stars, Larry Bird. I like these. It looks like they should have some color to them. They're numbered or something, but they are not. Benedict Mathurin, newest member of the Clips. Evan Mobley, about breakout year candidate for like the 17th year in a row. We can honestly move the vet bases off the screen there. All right. We'll rip in and hope we get something here. There's Molly Watch. RJ Barrett. Jimmy Butler. On the Fortune 15, I really hate these inserts. These are maybe my least favorite inserts I've ever seen. TJ McConnell, my boy TJ McConnell, former Sixer for a long time. Always will love TJ. Caleb Love on the Ray Wave. I don't think he was in the checklist for the regular Topps Chrome, so really glad he got one in update here. Came alive down the stretch when the Blazers really packed it in, but I really liked his career. Obviously loved him at UNC. Then when he went to Arizona for his senior year, just a really, really fun guy to root for. And Cam Johnson, another weird Penn State tie there. Puff Johnson, his brother, started at UNC. He was the infamous, he threw up on the court in that championship game, was against Kansas, and then ended up at Penn State for a year and was injured for most of it. Very odd Penn State Johnson family connection there, and I believe he's transferred and seeking eligibility for another year. If he did, he had that last year, that final year. Asa Newell, B-Ball Paul, just kidding. B-Ball Paul's Paul Reed. This is Paul George, PG-13, who now wears 8. Danny Wolf, Jamal Murray, Nets rookie Drake Powell. A lot of rookies from the Nets here in this, not only product, but so far this rip. So right now, nothing that's going to beat out, obviously, a Matas Spazulis to 10. Honestly, not even the Kobe Bryant. Maybe you got something there with the Ray Waves. We'll see if we can snag something to go up on a stand here in this pack. Let's open it up a little bit. All right, so you got some refractor-ish stuff there. Doesn't look like anything crazy, though. But honestly, I'm a pretty bad judge of character for these things. There's Maxime Renaud. Very bad judge of the peak. There's Tyrese. Really happy to have Tyrese back. Had a hell of a season off. There we go. Bobby Portis. It's always interesting, this one, just because you have the whole stanchion here in the background. Kind of throws you off, makes you think it's going to be something different. But it is not. All right, 3 packs left for the Mega. To crawl back here a little bit, I'm going to have to scrounge around for scraps to get anything of value here to put on a stand. Do we get anything in this one? Nope, looks like a refractor and an X-Fractor, but I don't think I like the colors of them there. Şengün. Tsunami Poppy, Kelly Oubre. Really sad to see him go to the Pacers in the offseason, but obviously can't be mad at all with how the Sixers made out in kind of the replacements. Spools. There's Josh Giddey. There's a refractor for the Heat. Andrew Wiggins. And finally, Clippers. There's Yannick once again. So got him in both value and mega box. So we're looking like Mega's cooked here, which is sad because Megas do have a better shot to pull off the glass canvas inserts and whatnot. There's a Maverick on the back. Obviously, a base coupe isn't going to do much here to swing the competition. There's Ant on the No Limit. I really like these inserts. These are actually some fun ones. Wizards, Chris Middleton. Bucks, there's Kyle Kuzma. And can we sweat a little bit here? Nope, we are not. It's just D'Lo. And we'll get into our last mega pack. Again, nothing really that I would put up on the stand. It's nothing stand worthy. Wemby. Wemby's not stand worthy either because it's a base and obviously well off of his rookie. We'll sweat a little bit here. See, it's just some X-fractors and refractors. I will list that though, so I'll put that in the other pile. PJ Washington, Pacers, Andrew Nemhard on the Ray Wave. I love these. I think, what, Panini were they lava? Ray Waves here, and they just really shine right through the whole way through the card. Knicks, Jalen Brunson, the king of New York right now, for obvious reasons and for good reasons. Correlated in his pack. Now this could be good. Either Braun or Luka. Luka's first Topps Chrome card, if we can pull it, and we do. That's a beautiful card. That is absolutely worth putting up there. And then Elijah Martin. So let's put Luka on the stand for now. Honestly, I'll probably put Jalen on too. Obviously not quite the same as pulling a 210 Modest Bizelis. Now without that, that's not the greatest box in the world either, but we did. And so now we get to rip up value and just see how much further ahead can value boxes get in this rip. Again, I like that I've been able to pick them up pretty cheaply. I have a couple more boxes coming in. I was able to buy from Target online, but I don't think my boys down the street at Card Vault are gonna have any more, shipments coming in. So I'm on my last legs here as far as Topps Chrome Update products are concerned. We'll see if we can't keep the luck going here. Looks like just an insert, but obviously I thought that the last time too, and we pulled it to 10. Yep, Clutch City, insert, rookie, and it is Derek Queen, which is a good one. Was the last rookie I pulled down here too. Keep that. And then Hugo Gonzalez, who's going to have a much larger role, I think, on the Celtics this year. I think they're really expecting an uptick from him. He didn't play much last year, but when he did, nothing but hustle. Benedict Mathurin. Looks like we're going to have a moment in time here after Tyrese Halliburton. What moment in time? I could not tell you. Ooh, Dylan Harper moment in time. That's actually a good one. I have not seen this one pulled very often. The one I'm really dreading and trying to stay away from is, of course, the infamous Kawhi shot. Just kind of broke my heart, and I think probably the worst I've ever cried after watching a sporting event. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, you probably don't like the NBA and aren't watching this video. We're being completely honest here. Let's see what we got. Giddey again. What do we have here? Ooh, red, white, and blue. Ooh, my fingers were hiding the other colors there for a second. Noah Penda for the Magic. Let's see what we can do here. Pacers, Aaron Naismith, sharpshooter, ex-Celtic, it's not too shabby, and Rick Barry, OG Rick Barry. So we have 4 more packs to go. There is the newest member of the Philadelphia 76ers, LeGoat himself, Chris Middleton. Let's try to sweat this one out. The Thunder, Brooks Barnhizer. Here's the thing with Brooks and then with Thomas Sorber, the Oklahoma City Thunder are just reloading with talent next year. We're coming right out of, obviously a really competitive season, battle with the Spurs. Didn't go their way, but they were a little bit injured, but now they just kind of replaced them with some rookies for the first time here. Not for the first time, but they just keep kind of putting more bullets in the chamber. It's Brunson again. Najee Marshall, I think this is just a refractor. Refractor for the Magic is Desmond Bane and Carter Bryant. And then, I put Najee at the back. All right, 2 more packs before we get out of here. Let's see what we can do and if retail can continue to pull away. I think I'll always be a fan of just retail, just the cheaper pricing. It's always the 3rd card in a pack, so you have a little bit of suspense there. We go Holmgren, Caruso, so back-to-back Thunder, right into Timberwolves, and Edwards. That's a great picture. Great picture there. And then a Steph. Throw Steph in a pile. That will probably be able to list that somewhere. And then finally, our last 4 cards of the rip. Thank you all for staying to the end here just to see what we can pull. And we're going to get a Ray Wave for our efforts. It looked like maybe that was Spurs. Yeah, looks like that is going to be Spurs. OG, Larry Bird. I'll pull from the back. Right there, Herb Jones. Now this should be Spurs. It is. Don't get the rookie. We got the rookie, so it's going to be Carter Bryant. And there we go. So that's how we end it. Carter Bryant, On the Ray Wave, our biggest hit of the pull here by far, one of the best ones I've ever pulled. I forgot to mention it's even a color match with the jersey they used here in this image. 2 out of 10 on the print. Very beautiful card. No idea what comps are going to go for on that one. And then, of course, the biggest one is going to be the X-Fractor for Luka in his first Topps Chrome sighting. But there you have it. Values easily beating out megas. Obviously, the values were $5 more expensive than one mega box, 90 versus 85. But I think the values very much weighed in the value box favor here. But appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Maybe we'll do another one of these comparison videos when I get more in. Have a great weekend whenever this is posted, or a great week. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon.